Hello, hello, hello. What's up? It's your girl Twan The Mystik from housemystic.com. Hello and welcome back to my channel. And if you're new here, what's up? I am Twan The Mystik, and welcome to my channel. Okay, so today's reading, we're going to be talking about Saturn retrograde, how Saturn retrograde will be affecting you, what lessons you're going to be learning, all of that. Okay. And I wanted to give some quick information on Saturn, like what it all means. So if you are not interested in that, you can go to the timestamps in the description and go to the pile selection and the timestamp that corresponds with your pile. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Saturn. Okay, so Saturn is going to be retrograde. Well, let me just first of all tell you, Saturn is in Pisces, okay? And it's going to be retrograde from June 17th all the way till November 4th. Okay, so whenever things go retrograde, it's all about redoing stuff. And Saturn has a lot to do with maturity, lessons, wisdom, structure, discipline, things like that. And like Saturn can be a little harsh. I feel like Saturn can be a little harsh. Also, don't judge me, y'all. This is where I do my paintings. This is where I paint at. So if you see all this stuff right here, that's paint, okay? So anyway, Saturn is can be a little harsh because it sometimes can have to do with lessons we learn through pain, okay? Through things falling apart, through things not working out, through certain things, okay? So with Saturn being in Pisces and it's retrograde for the next couple months, is definitely making me think that the collective, as a collective, I think a lot of us will be doing a lot of internal work because there could be certain things that were going on, when this year started, maybe even before then. And this Saturn retrograde is probably going to have you looking more within and asking yourself, like, what can I learn from this? Like, why did this happen? Is it something with me, or is it something with where I'm working at, or with my relationship, or with, kind of doing internal work and seeing what you can learn from maybe certain things that have fallen apart in your life, okay? Because Saturn is all about maturity, all about learning from mistakes, learning from not reflecting. So I definitely think a lot of us will be doing a lot of reflecting, a lot of internal work, a lot of seeing how we can mature, how we could do better. And I feel like we're doing this internal work because Pisces is can be considered a spiritual sign. It's also also has a lot to do with like meditation and things like that, and taking time to reflect. So that's why I do think a lot of us at this time will be taking time to reflect on why certain things aren't working out. Like, why is this happening? Why is that happening? Why is this happening in my relationship? Is this relationship for me? Is this the job for me? Is this where I should live? Is it like, and I see many of us reorganizing and restructuring our lives because of the fact that we are seeing the certain things maybe break apart, fall apart, and seeing like, I don't really like this. I don't like that this is happening. So how can I restructure this? How can I redo this? How can I become more disciplined to make this better? How can I be more mature? Things like that. Okay. So I definitely think that's what's going to be happening for the collective. Just doing a lot of internal work because you're maybe noticing certain things where you're like, yeah, this is falling apart and I don't like this. But it could also have to do with the government as well. The government, because Saturn can have to do with like politicians and, things like that. So you could also see things happening with the government and it's affecting your life. Like some people, it could even be a situation where it's like you were getting certain benefits from the government, but then something goes on, and then now you're like, dang, I actually cannot depend on the government. I cannot depend on this structure right here. So there's certain structures I feel like that are falling apart, that you're realizing you cannot depend on anymore. So it could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be a where you live at, it could be a career, it could be anything, but you're realizing that that's not a sturdy foundation anymore, and now you're having to rebuild a foundation. Okay, so I didn't want to make this long because we're almost at 5 minutes, so let's go ahead and get into the pile selection. Okay, here is the pile selection. All right, so pick the pile or the number that you feel the most drawn to. So we got pile 555. We have pile 2244, and then we have pile 1111. So pick the number or the pile, like I said, that you feel the most drawn to, and then go to the timestamps in my description, or in my comment section, so you can go to the timestamp that corresponds with your pile. I mean, and I'll see you there. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number 1 with the number 555. Okay, and before I start, I just want to let y'all know this is paint. If you didn't watch the other, what I said about Saturn, this is paint. Okay, so yeah, is where I paint at. Okay, so yeah, check out housemystic.com where I sell all of my art if you love spiritual art. Okay, and thrifty clothes. Definitely check out my website. Okay, so anywho, let's get into your reading. Okay, so the fact that you chose pile 555 lets me know that your Saturn retrograde is going to be all about change. Like, you're going to be going through a lot of changes, I feel like, with Saturn retrograde. And if you didn't watch my, I guess, kind of little lesson about Saturn retrograde, one of the things I was talking about was restructuring things, and also realizing there's a certain foundation that you can no longer depend on. Okay, and I was talking about the government, but then I was also like, it could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be like a certain source of income. It's something. There's something that you can no longer depend on, and now you're probably having to reflect on what you can do to create a new foundation or something like that. Okay, so for you guys, that could be what's happening for you, like, specifically. Okay, there could be something that, or someone that you used to depend on, and you can't depend on them anymore. Okay, so, or wait, I'm stuttering, but yeah, it really, there's something that you're feeling like you can no longer depend on, and you have to recreate a new foundation. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what cards we have here. Love. Wow. See, so it's probably a relationship for some of you guys. Okay, I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Okay, so yeah, and then when I looked at the timer, it said 222. So maybe that's another number you keep seeing. But yeah, I really feel like it could be a relationship. It doesn't have to be a romantic relationship. It could be, though, but it doesn't have to be. It could be like a friendship, it could be like a family, it could be just people that you hold, close to your heart or whatever. And for some of you guys, this could be you realizing, like, okay, I don't know if I can depend on this person, or maybe they're moving away, or maybe they're, or something like that. Or it doesn't have to be all bad. It really could be where you're having to have serious talks with your loved ones, and being like, okay, I need you to do better. I need you to do better, or I need you to help me more, or I need this, or I need that. Like, having like a real conversation, and that kind of like restructuring the relationship, and then also reestablishing the foundation of the relationship, you know? So yeah, like I said, it could be any type of relationship. So let's see what else we have here. The Tamer. I believe in my cause to be just, without anger at those who disagree. Okay. So yeah, So this is talking about others. Okay, this is talking about others. So yeah, a lot of you guys are having some serious talks with people, okay? And maybe even the fact that we have the tamer here, maybe another thing is you are looking at how you are in relationships, whether it's a friendship, a um whatever ship, okay? I see you looking at it and being like, okay, I could do better in relationships, or I could compromise more, or it's just something with relationships I feel like is happening for you where you're looking at your friendships, your romantic relationships, your family relationships, and you're just like, okay, you know, I have to have this real talk with you, or I have to express this to you, something like that. And then we also have, wow, work through your fears, new moon in Scorpio. And this is yet another relationship indication, okay? Because Scorpio, it's not always seen as relationships, but it really is. It does have to do with relationships. Like like possibly benefiting from other people, and just your close relationships, okay? Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio in the eighth house have a lot to do with like your close relationships. Okay. Sorry, like a little piece of paint. I told y'all I paint over here. So so yeah, I definitely feel like you're gonna be having some real talk. And then even how it says work through your fears. Yeah, y'all gonna be having some real talks and maybe expressing certain things that you were afraid to express within these certain relationships. And telling them what you need, what you want, things like that. And then even for some of you guys, this could even be you deciding to work through your fears of relationships, because maybe you have a hard time opening up. Maybe you have a hard time opening up and sharing your deepest feelings, like some of your deepest feelings, your deepest emotions, your deepest desires, things like that. I think Saturn retrograde is going to be helping you work through that. I think it's going to be helping you work through that so that you are able to express yourself more clearly or something. Because for some reason I'm getting like something with the throat chakra for y'all. Like you may have like a really hard time expressing how you feel. And I definitely see you maybe standing up for yourself more, especially with Saturn being retrograde. Because I feel like Saturn, when it's forward, it's authority figures, things like that. But I feel like you are standing up to authority figures, possibly, or certain people that you kind of maybe like held your tongue with, and you're just like, nah, no, I'm not gonna hold my tongue anymore. So yes, I definitely see you learning how to express yourself within relationships in a way that's not hurtful, but in a way where you're completely able to speak your truth. Okay? So let's get the tarot cards now. Three of Swords. Okay, yeah. Three of Swords. So this is definitely giving matters of the heart. Okay? Matters of the heart. Okay? Oops. Yup. Stuff that's weighing on you. Also, don't judge the cards, because I use these cards so much that they look so faded now. I'm gonna get a new one because I love this deck so much. But yeah, there's just, I feel like you're gonna be expressing more of what's weighing on you and not holding your tongue anymore. Okay? Or even like I said, with a job, if this has anything to do with your career, your job, or something like that, I see you being like, no, I cannot take this anymore. I cannot take this anymore. I cannot allow this to continue. I have to get a new job, or I have to move into a new career, or I have to do something. I have to move to a new place or something like that. But I definitely see stuff weighing on you and you being like, I cannot take this anymore. Yep. Everything is fine. And it's not. You're realizing, like, yeah, a lot of it's not fine. And then this is technically the 10 of swords. So we got two tens here. So maybe another number you keep seeing is 1010, or maybe that's going to be your sign from spirit. Your sign from spirit, like, hey, it's over. This needs to be over. Okay, this needs, whatever this is, it needs to be over. Okay. Like I said, it could be a job, it could be a relationship, it could be where you live at. But it's something that is just weighing too much on you, and you're gonna get to a point where you're like, no. And then look, oh my goodness, 5 of cups. What is going on, Podwin? I feel like, mm-mm-mm. There are some people that you are letting go of, or there's something that has seriously disappointed you. And I definitely feel like it's someone that you used to depend on, or that's close to you, or a job. It's something that was like very close to your heart, where you're just like, I cannot take this anymore. I cannot take this anymore. I cannot. I cannot. And then with 10 of Wands being here too, I definitely feel like, yeah, I do feel like for some of you guys, it could be you having to express to people, I need help. Okay. I need you to carry your weight as well. I need you to carry your weight as well. And we need to figure this out together. Or maybe someone will be coming to you to say that. But I really feel like this is you, the person that's watching this reading, that you're going to be the one having to express to people, I need help. Like, you're going to have to carry your weight. You're going to have to do this. You're going to have to do that. But not even in like a demanding way. I don't even think it's necessarily a bad thing. I just think that you held your tongue for such a long time, or you've been putting, or you've just been allowing things, or you haven't been happy with whatever this is. And yeah, now it's time to just be like, you know what? I have to be honest with myself, and to not be afraid of what comes with you expressing and being honest. Okay? So, let's see. We also have psychic development. Interesting. Oh, look, and it has 5. Just confirmation. Inner journey. What? How many times did I say that? If you watched the beginning part, when I was talking about a lot of us doing inner work and stuff like that, for Saturn retrograde, I said inner work at least 50 times. Or did I say that when I recorded it the first time? I don't know, but I know I talked about inner work because I had to record it twice. But yes, a lot of inner work is being done. Okay? A lot of inner work, and a lot of things that were weighing on you. I think a lot of things have been weighing on you, and you're finally going to be expressing it. I definitely think you're going to be expressing what's on the inside, because I think you've been doing a lot of like reflecting. Maybe you've already been in that hermit mode, that space of reflecting or whatever, and then you're just like, okay, I gotta lay it on the table now. I gotta lay it on the table. I gotta be real. Okay. And then psychic development also could be something coming up, not coming up for you, but maybe the Saturn retrograde, your dreams or whatever are going to be a lot more potent. I want to say potent. Well, I did say potent, but I don't know if potent's the right word. Like vivid. Okay, vivid. Your dreams are going to be a lot more vivid. Your feelings, I feel like, are going to be a lot more like intense. They're going to be a lot more intense, and you're just going to be like, I have to express. I have to express this. I can't just keep it on the inside anymore. Especially if you're someone that tends to hold things on the inside. But I definitely feel like you're gonna do it with grace with this swan coming up here, because I think I said something earlier too. Like, you're gonna be expressing yourself, but not in a negative way, you know. And I definitely think you will be doing it with grace, where it's not like an argument. I don't think there's going to be like arguing or anything, but I do feel like you're putting your foot down. Like, especially if it has to do with a relationship, whether it's like a friend, a family member, a your partner, or like your children's mother or your children's father, or your coworkers. I don't know. It could be anyone. But I see you like really putting your foot down and being like, no, no, no. Or like with a job, maybe you putting your foot down like, y'all gonna pay me more. Y'all gonna pay me more. Or demanding more from a new job. Like, where, like, if they ask you like, oh, how much do you want to make? And you really put in your worth. You put in your worth. Okay? Or letting them know, yeah, you're not accepting nothing smaller than what you put. Okay? So yeah, I just see you setting boundaries, because I think you just been disappointed. Something has happened that you just been disappointed, and now you're like, no, I deserve more, I deserve better. Okay, so that was your reading, pile number one. If it resonated with you, let me get a swan emoji in the comments, because I feel like you're gonna be demanding respect with grace. With grace and honor. Okay, love that for you. Okay. So yes, make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new. Also, make sure you go to housemystic.com and check out all of my artwork. Like I said, I have spiritual art, and also your girl's been getting into revamping thrift store items. Okay, so I have bags. I have clothing and stuff like that. And then I have all stuff like graphic tees and things like that. So yeah, definitely check out housemystic.com, okay? If you're a fashionista like your girl, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace. Hello, hello, hello. Those of you that chose pile number 2 with the number 2244. Okay, so yeah, let's get into your reading about how Saturn retrograde will be affecting you. Okay, so yeah, let's get into it. So the fact that you chose 2244, okay, so twos, of course, has to do with relationships and alignment and like collaborations and things like that. And then 44 has to do with structure, discipline, efficiency, health, things like that. So you might be drawn to pile number one. You might have been drawn to pile number one, but maybe it's a little different for you. Um, but yeah, if you felt drawn to pile number one, definitely check it out. But oh yes, and 22 also has to do with fate. So I feel like for you, pile number two, what Saturn may be teaching you, or yeah, during Saturn retrograde, is how to have more faith in yourself. Oh, confirmation. Okay. Yeah, that was confirmation. But yeah, how to have more faith in yourself, faith in the universe, faith in God, your deities, angels, ancestors, whoever you do your spiritual work with. Okay. Also, y'all, this is paint right here. Okay, because I'm seeing it and I forgot to clean it off. Okay, so don't judge me. This is paint. Okay. So yeah, check out housemystic.com with all of my artwork. Okay. Okay. So, anywho, yeah, let's get into your reading. Let me put this right here. All right. So, first card, we have surrender. Okay. I can release my need to control. Okay. Interesting, interesting, interesting. And that makes me think of literally what I just said. Having more faith. Oh, wow. I'm just realizing where I'm sitting at. It says faith, hope, and love. Okay. Okay. Interesting. So anyway, so yes, you having more faith in the universe. I see you wanting to have more faith in the universe, learning how to have more faith in yourself and other people, things like that. And knowing that when you say your prayers, when you say your affirmations, when you say you want this, you want that, you know what I mean? That your spirit guides are trying to help you get it. They're trying to help you get it, especially because I wouldn't be surprised if this group, if there are certain things you've been asking for and just wanting in your life or whatever, and I feel like maybe your dreams are going to start telling you what to do next, or like you getting signs from spirit, the universe, or whatever to help you with manifesting this outcome. But I definitely see you having more faith in the universe, learning how to have more faith, and learning that it'll all work out. It is going to work out. It will all work out. you know? And then we also have the seeker. Ooh, I seek new friends and experiences to expand my awareness. So yeah, 22, like I said, that has to do with relationships. Okay? And then the fact that it says, I seek new friends and experiences to expand my awareness. I definitely feel like this retrograde will be like, there will be some experiences. What? What did I just say? There will be some experiences. Oh, and I just realized that said 404. So 44. But you will be having experiences where you are being shown how spirit, God, your ancestors, angels, whatever, how they really be helping you out. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if like miraculous events happen for you during this retrograde, and you're just like, wow, that's nothing but God. That is literally nothing or no one but God. And yeah, just seeing spirit, God, your ancestors just move through your life, and you just realizing like, wow, like there's no one else, there's no other way this could have happened but God. Okay? So I definitely feel like you will be having certain experiences as well that will help you with having more faith in the universe. Aww. And oh my God, this is literally what I was saying. We have, you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. Maybe you're one of the mutable signs, Virgo, Pisces, Gemini, Sag. Because, yeah, if so, this Saturn retrograde is definitely going to be affecting you. Even the fact that Saturn is in Pisces, like just with it being in Pisces in general, is affecting the mutable signs. Okay. And I feel like this Saturn retrograde is going to help you have more faith in yourself, like just realizing that you are good enough. Like whatever it is that you are wanting to do, you can actually make it happen. Okay? And that when you say, like I said, when you say your prayers, your affirmations, when you're putting your intentions out there, when you're putting your work out there, stuff like that, have faith, or you're going to start having more faith that you're good, and well, not having faith that you're good enough, but it's like, because the scenario I'm getting, and this could be for some of you guys like specifically, but the scenario I keep seeing in my head is like where you finally muster up the courage to share your song or something like that, and like to share your, like maybe you sing. Okay, that gave me chills. So maybe some of you guys are artists, some type of artist, like a singer, rapper, like an actual painter, designer, uh, something. You're like you do something creative. I would not be surprised, especially if you're one of the mutable signs, but or a fixed sign. Well, all the any sign can be creative, but I feel like mutable signs always have multiple talents. Okay, but anyway, Like, I feel like some of you guys are gonna have to like muster up the courage to start sharing your talents or something more, or showing your face more, or doing, just putting yourself out there more. And you're gonna start seeing people respond in a great way, like where it's like, okay, you put out your song and then people are like, oh my god, I love this song, what, like, or oh my goodness, I didn't know you could sing, or oh my goodness, I love that art, or oh my goodness, I love whatever it is that you're putting out. You're gonna be shocked maybe at the response that you get. But I feel like these are the experiences that are gonna be happening, that that will be helping you have more faith in yourself and in what you're doing. Okay. And then also with seek new friends, with it saying seeking new friends, I feel like you're going to be making new friends as well, possibly because you're putting yourself out there more. Like, you're talking more, you're going out more, you're sharing your work more, you're just doing more, okay? And I love that for you. I love that for you. Okay. So, bruh, I cannot make this up, okay? Because I didn't look at these cards. We got 3 of Cups, okay? And like I told the last group, don't judge me because these cards are faded now because I use them literally several times a day. And then they also got wet at one point, so now they look crazy. But I'm gonna get a new one soon. But yes, new friends. You're making new friends, and then you're also going out more, like I said. Like, you're going out more, you're talking to people more, you're sharing your work more, your ideas, your talents. Like, you're just putting yourself out there more. And it's so interesting because, Saturn retrograde, you would think since it's retrograde, it's all about reflecting, which is definitely about reflecting. If you watch the first part of this video, it does have stuff to do with reflection. But I feel like you have been doing that already. Like, you've been in hermit mode. I feel like you been in hermit mode for real, for real. You've been in the house. Possibly working on these things. Or just because you didn't want to, I don't know, maybe you just didn't want to put yourself out there. I don't know what the case, it could be anything. But I feel like it's almost like something, and that's funny because my friend, she has a Gemini rising, and she was like, what did she say? It was like, she used this term, unhinged confidence. Like, unhinged confidence, when you just, at some point, you just really have nothing to lose, so you're just like, whatever, like, I'm gonna have this unhinged confidence. It was something like that she said, but that's what I'm seeing for you. Like, this unhinged confidence, but not even in like a, you're just actually unhinged, but kind of like a, you know what? I've been in hermit mode. I've been in reflection mode. I've been so in myself, like, to myself. And now it's time for me to get out more, put myself out there more, put these ideas together, actually finish these projects. You know what I mean? Or just getting out the freaking house, because you just been, I feel like a lot of you have just been in the house. Okay. And that's why with this retrograde, it's more so of you being out there than in. Even though, I mean, you'll still be doing self-reflection, I feel like, because I keep seeing mutable signs. Are y'all mutable signs up in here? Because I was just going to say, with mutable signs, I feel like we can be extroverted, but also very introverted. Because our mind, like, we need time to, like, listen to what is going on in our head. Like, you know what I mean? So, and I feel like we're super sensitive as well. So it's like, can't just be around just a bunch of people all the time, you know? But anyway, you don't have to be a mutable sign. You don't have to be. But, oh my goodness, you can't make this up. Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune, and that's funny. Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter, but we have the fixed signs, and I had mentioned the fixed signs as well earlier. Um, so maybe you're an Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, one of those. But yeah, I definitely feel like you're putting yourself out there more. Like you're confident. And it's really because you've been in hermit mode. I really feel like a lot of you guys have been in hermit mode for real, for real. And especially if you have a fixed sign, I know last year the fixed placements was going through a lot, okay? Or maybe you had Saturn retrograde. I'm not retrograde, your Saturn return. Like maybe you have Saturn in Aquarius, so things were like really really hard the past couple years when it was in Aquarius. Um but I see you like taking all those lessons that you've learned from Saturn, like if you went through a Saturn return or just the things that has happened for you over the past couple years. I feel like you're taking all of that and now like it's propelling you forward. Okay, look. Oh my goodness. We got Ace of Cups. Yeah, you guys are definitely meeting new people. You're definitely making new connections. I would not be surprised. Like if you got a new boo or like new friends, like maybe even traveling more or something. But I see you making new connections that will be very meaningful to you. And then we also got Seven of Wands. Okay. And even though this card is usually having to do with kind of fighting people a little bit, for you, I feel like you're done fighting yourself. You're done fighting yourself. You're done fighting like maybe with people because this is making me think of how I said maybe we're drawn to pile one. And I know with that one I talked a lot about like maybe certain people leaving your life and you having to like stand up for yourself or whatever. So yeah, check out pile one. But for you guys, it could be a similar thing where it's like you've let some people go, you've let people go, and now you're bringing new people. But I feel like you are done fighting yourself. Like most importantly, like you are no longer fighting yourself and fighting your urges. Because maybe it doesn't have to be nothing crazy, but like maybe you had the urge to travel more, but you're like, oh, I can't because blah 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 blah. Or you wanted to dress a certain way. I don't know, and you're like, you know what? No, I'm gonna dress how I want to dress, like, or I'm gonna wear my hair how I want to wear my hair. Like, I just see you no longer holding your own self back. Like you're done, like restricting yourself. I because maybe you were very hard on yourself or maybe just life was hard. You maybe life has been hard, but you're at a point where you're like, okay, like maybe things are starting to ease up and you're just like, I'm going to start having more fun. Okay? And then we had Ascension. Okay. Oh wow, 24. That happened with pile 1 too. That's crazy. So yes, we got 24 and this is pile 2244. I love when that happens. And then we have joy. We have joy and it's 42. I love that. Wait, come on, come on. Yes, and I don't look at these cards like cuz I love the element of surprise with doing these readings. I love when I get surprised like that. But wow. 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 But okay, so yeah, ascension. Like I definitely see you. It's like you're transcending the bullshit. That's literally what I'm getting for you. You're transcending the bullshit. You're deciding to rise above the BS. Okay, the BS or it's like maybe like I said, a lot of you guys could have just went through your Saturn return or like just some type of just certain lessons you've had to go through or something like that. And now it's like you're moving forward, you're moving on or whatever. And you're finding joy. I see you finding joy. I see you going out more. I see you hanging out with people more. I see you being more confident in yourself. And you're just releasing all the people or the things or just whatever that is just not working. Okay? Because you're trying to be in this 3 of Cups and Wheel of Fortune and Ace of Cups energy. So I love that for you. I definitely love that for you. Because I think even though, retrograde and Saturn, I feel like gets a bad rap a little bit, but for you, I don't think it's going to be like negative. And even if anything negative does happen, because life is like not perfect, I see you being able to overcome whatever it is with ease. Okay? So, if this reading resonated with you, let me get a butterfly emoji in the comments. Well, are these butterflies? What are these? I think they're supposed to be bees or dragonflies. I don't know. But let's just get a butterfly, a butterfly emoji in the comments. Make sure you hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new. Okay. If you feel called to tip me, the tip jar is in the description and in the comment section. Also, make sure you check out housemystic.com, my website, if you are interested in spiritual art or you love thrifting. Okay. Because I'm adding new things on there. I revamp thrift items. Okay. And I also create art. All right. So definitely check it out, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Peace. Hello. Those of you that chose pile number 3 with the number 1111. Okay, so yeah, let's get into how Saturn retrograde will be affecting you. Okay, so yeah, I feel like the fact that you chose 1111, I feel like this Saturn retrograde will be bringing you new beginnings. It will be bringing a lot of new beginnings. And also, I see you kind of almost like speaking things into existence. Like, yeah, like speaking things into existence and kind of just maybe certain things manifesting for you. Certain things manifesting for you that you've been waiting on for a long time. And maybe um it just took a while and now it's finally manifesting. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and see what's happening for you. Okay. Growth. Oh my goodness, and it's crazy because I was literally gonna say like your mindset. It's something about your mindset that's happening. So maybe we're drawn to pile 2, but something about your mindset, and that's what's causing you to like speak things into existence. That's what I wanted to say, but I don't think I said that exactly. But yeah, it says I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. So yeah, I definitely feel like that's how you're gonna be manifesting things into existence, because it's like, or not manifesting, but well, yeah, speaking things into existence. That's what I really meant to say. But I definitely feel like you are going to be maybe learning more about like the law of attraction, or maybe doing like work on your subconscious mind, maybe doing more what's it called, like subliminal message meditations, affirmations, or something like that, that's really helping to reprogram your mind. It's going to really be helping to reprogram your mind so that you're able to get what you want. Okay, and then you also have the improviser. Wow, I effortlessly adapt to deal with unexpected circumstances. Okay, so even though it's talking about unexpected circumstances, it, to me, it's making me think of um kind of think like speaking things into existence. Like I said, I definitely see you speaking things into existence, and maybe this is going to make you more conscious of what you're saying and what you're thinking and what you're doing. Um, yeah, I see you becoming a lot more conscious of that. Okay. And I feel like there's going to be a lot of unexpected blessings that kind of come your way where it's like maybe at first you couldn't understand why certain things were happening and why certain things were falling apart, why certain people were leaving your life, why the job left your life, or why just why certain things were being pushed out of your life. But I feel like Saturn retrograde for you, it's like you're going to see why. You're going to see why things had to go the way they did. And then look, adjustments are required. Yeah, and it's going along with the improviser card. How it says, effortlessly adapt to deal with unexpected circumstances, and then adjustments are required. So it definitely could be where it's like you couldn't understand why certain things were happening. But you're gonna see why. I don't know why I keep thinking that. Like, you're gonna see why something had to happen. I'm wondering what that something is. But anyway, I also feel like with you getting growth and improviser adjustments are required, I definitely feel like another thing that's happening for you is like you becoming a lot more flexible. You're going to have the ability to be more flexible or something where not in a way where your boundaries are getting crossed, but more so in like a maybe you having more freedom during your day or something. Like maybe you have more help with your kids, or maybe you work from home, you're going to start working from home, or your work schedule isn't so busy, like you're not working long hours. Or maybe even with your career, maybe you'll have a job or something where you're traveling, or like things change from day to day or something like that. But I see you having much more flexibility, much more, possibly much more time for yourself for some of you guys. But yeah, something about like more flexibility during your day is what I'm seeing for you guys. Okay, and then we have Page of Wands. Like I said, y'all, don't judge my cards. I use them so much and then they got wet. So they look like this now. Okay. But yes, with Page of Wands, you see how she's like looking at the leaf growing out of the wand, but then you see she's in a desert and nothing else is growing, but she's focusing on the growth of this. So yeah, I definitely feel like you're definitely going to be having a mindset shift where you're going to be focusing more on, yeah, like what's working for you instead of like focusing more on lack, which makes me think of how you chose 1111. And if you use Joanne Sacred Scribes, which I feel like is the best website for these numbers, but she says on her website about with 1111, whenever you see it, that's yours, or that's the universe or whatever taking a screenshot or something, not even a screenshot, but kind of like a taking note of your thoughts, or you should take note of your thoughts at the time of 1111, because 1111 is meant to be like a gateway, an energetic gateway that has opened up to help you with manifesting something. And that's why whenever you hear 1111 make a wish, yeah, they got that from that, okay? They got that from that and tried to water it down. But no, it's an energetic gateway that has opened up, okay? So I see you being mindful, like being way more mindful of what you're saying, what you're what you're thinking, how you're feeling, things like that. In order to manifest what you want, more of what you want instead of what you don't want. So I definitely see you releasing a lack mentality. Okay, so let's see what else. The Tower reversed. Okay. And then, oh, look, 9 of Cups. Yeah, that's a wish coming true. Like I said, something you've been trying to manifest for a long time, I think is finally going to manifest for you during Saturn retrograde. And I feel like it's due to you shifting your mindset and expanding your consciousness and really learning that we're all a vibration. Like, we all carry a vibration, we all carry a frequency or whatever. And it's like, if you are wanting whatever it is, if there's something that you want and you're trying to manifest it, I see you aligning yourself with this thing by changing your frequency. I mean, I feel like our frequencies change all the time, but it's like you're focusing on it coming into your life, coming into your life, rather than being like, oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. Like, I see you focusing more. It's almost like, with gratitude, like you having more gratitude about what you have and where you are, because and that kind of bringing you more, because you're not focused on lack. I see you not focusing on lack, and this is your sign to stop focusing on lack. And that's what's going to bring in your manifestation. Yup, look, Ace of Wands. Yeah. Something is manifesting. Something that you've been wanting to manifest for a long time is finally coming to fruition. Okay? Finally coming to fruition. I really feel like it's because of that change of like your mind. Something about your mind. Okay? So let's see what else. We have movement into balance. Yes, this is giving alignment. This is giving alignment. And then we also have changes. Interesting. Oh, wow. And I just realized this is 1. This is number 1. This has happened in literally all the piles. And that's just, wow. Wow. That's how you know I was supposed to do this reading, okay? Because this has literally happened in all the piles where the number matches the number that you guys chose. And I don't look at these cards before I do the reading, so just want to put that out there. Okay, so movement into balance and changes. Oh, wait, I just realized 29 is 11. Okay, and then this is 1. Okay, wow. Anywho, yeah, so yeah, you're changing your mindset. I definitely see you changing your mindset and having a more positive mindset, but not in a way where you're just doing like spiritual bypassing, where you're just like acting like you don't feel some type of way about certain things, or that you're not sad, that you're not annoyed, that you're not, what I mean? Like, it's definitely fine to feel your feelings, but I'm seeing you still having your eye on the prize, like whatever it is. And instead of looking at it like from a I don't have it standpoint, more so looking at it like, yes, it's mine, and it's about to be here. Whether it's a car, a house, a boo, whatever. Like, you're definitely focusing more on gratitude than lack. Okay. And what else was I gonna say? Actually, I want to pull a card from here for you guys. Y'all are the only pile I have done this for. But yes, think of a question. Or just, I don't know. And let's see what pops up. Choose a new direction. Yeah. Choose a new direction and be assertive. Is at the bottom of the deck, and helpful people. So yeah, this is making me think of what I said in pile 1. So maybe some of you guys were drawn towards pile 1. But the fact that with helpful people, if you look really close, she has her baby, but she has all these angels around her to help her. Okay, so it makes me think of literally what I said as far as you, like, an energetic gateway has opened up for you, for your spirit guides to help you with manifesting this thing. And I also feel like just you changing your mindset is really what's drawing in whatever it is that you're really desiring or really wanting. Because I see you having more faith that the universe or your spirit guides or whoever are like literally around you trying to help you with manifesting this thing. Okay, so yeah, I see you focusing more on abundance than lack. Okay, and then even the fact that it says choose a new direction with this card, yeah, I think I said that at the beginning, like new beginnings happening for you. Like this is a new beginning for you. And for some of you guys, this could even be that you just started a new path. You started a new path. Like maybe you just started a new career. You started some type of new thing. Like, yeah, something that's about a new direction. Or maybe some of you guys are going through a breakup where this is a new phase of your life where you are, newly single. You know what I mean? Or you left a career, you left a job, you left something, but this is like a new phase for you. This is a new phase, and I think this is just confirmation for you that you are doing the right thing by moving in this new direction. Okay? I feel like I want to choose one more card and then I'll be done. I didn't do this for any of the other piles. Okay. Oop. Okay. Too many cards trying to come out. Oh my goodness. What is going on with y'all? Because too many cards trying to come out. Romance. Okay. See, this is why I need to say what I'm thinking. This is why I need to just say what I'm thinking. Because when I saw this Ace of Wands here, y'all know what this looks like. Y'all know what that looked like. I don't even gotta say it. So yeah, for some of you guys, this could be a new boo. This definitely could be a new boo. Yeah. And then it also makes me think of what I said. Some of you guys could be going through a breakup or whatever, and then this is just confirmation that you did the right thing by deciding to move in a new direction. Okay? Because it's going to lead you to this romance here and this. Okay? Let me stop. Okay? Let me stop. But for some of you guys, this could just be, a new, even if you didn't go through a breakup recently, this really could be a new person entering your life. And maybe, the fact that you haven't been focusing on like, oh, I don't have anyone. And like someone's just going to kind of like pop up because of the fact that you weren't focusing on that lack. Or this is your sign to not focus on the lack. And then someone's going to be popping up for you. Okay? So that was your reading, pile number 3. If it resonated with you, let me get a heart emoji since we got the romance card, okay? and also you just deciding to follow your heart. Okay. Yes, let me get a heart emoji, and then also make sure you like. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and you hit that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new. Also, if you feel called to tip me, those links are in my description and in the comment section. Also, make sure you check out housemystic.com, where I sell all of my art, which is pretty dope. Okay. And I also revamp thrifted items. Okay. So if you're a thrifty gal, a thrifty guy, well, it's mostly for the girls. I'm sorry, guys. Oh, okay. If you love thrifty items, definitely check out housemystic.com. Okay. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Peace.